With a price tag clearing well over $100 billion, Texas is making a monumental bet. Not just on its economy, but on the future itself. While other places talk about growth, Texas is building it. Faster, bigger, and bolder than almost anywhere else on Earth. This isn't just about a few new highways or factories. It is a calculated top-to-bottom overhaul of the state's entire economic engine. From building a multi-billion-dollar semiconductor empire from the ground up, to creating the world's largest hubs for clean energy, this is the story of how the Lone Star State is planning to secure its dominance for the next century. A staggering investment plan, highlighted by Governor Greg Abbott and the Texas Department of Transportation's latest transportation program, which alone tops $146 billion, is earmarking funds for everything from hyper-advanced manufacturing to revolutionary energy and transportation projects. But the real question is, in a world of fierce global competition and constant technological change, will this colossal gamble actually pay off? The modern world runs on semiconductors. They're the tiny brains in our phones, our cars, and our most advanced defense systems. For decades, the US has relied on foreign nations, mostly in Asia, to produce the most advanced chips. This created a fragile supply chain that's become one of the biggest economic and national security risks of our time. Texas is engineering the solution. The heart of this mission is Samsung's colossal semiconductor campus in Taylor, a small town being transformed into a global technology powerhouse. This isn't just another factory, it's a statement. The initial $17 billion investment is expanding toward a total commitment of over $40 billion for the region. Supercharged by a $6.4 billion boost from the Federal Chips and Science Act, the goal? To build one of the most advanced chip fabrication facilities, or fabs, on the planet. These fabs will produce the next generation 4nm and even 2nm chips that will power the future of AI, high-performance computing, and autonomous vehicles. The scale is almost hard to wrap your head around. Once complete, the campus is projected to span over 7 million square feet, with a clean room so vast it could be one of the largest single buildings in the United States. The economic ripple effect is huge. The project is expected to create over 20,000 jobs in the region, from thousands of construction roles to permanent, high-paying engineering and technical positions. Already, suppliers are flocking to the area, with companies like Solbrain and Comico investing hundreds of millions to build facilities right next door. The city of Taylor is bracing for its population to surge by as much as 40% over the next decade. All driven by this high-tech gold rush. Of course, the road hasn't been entirely smooth. The project has seen some delays, with the start of mass production pushed from 2024 to a target of late 2026. Securing major customers in a cutthroat global market has been a challenge. But a landmark $16.5 billion deal with Tesla to produce its next generation AI chips at the Taylor facility has provided a massive vote of confidence as cranes continue to dominate the skyline. Texas is making one thing clear. It's no longer content to just consume technology. It's positioning itself to invent and build it for the rest of the world. From the microscopic world of computer chips, we now zoom out to the massive scale of energy production, where Texas is making another audacious bet, this time on clean power. While the state is famous for oil and gas, its next chapter is being written with hydrogen and nuclear energy. Along the Texas Gulf Coast, a quiet revolution is taking shape. The region was chosen as one of 7 national clean hydrogen hubs, unlocking up to $1.2 billion federal funding to build what's expected to be the country's largest hydrogen production center. It's known as the High Velocity Hub. This initiative brings together industry giants like ExxonMobil and Chevron to create a massive network of production facilities and over 1,000 miles of pipelines. Its plan is to produce both blue hydrogen, made from natural gas with the carbon captured, and green hydrogen, created by splitting water using the state's abundant wind and solar power. The scale of these projects is jaw-dropping. Plants like Plug Power's facility west of Dallas aim to produce 45 tons of liquid green hydrogen daily, while the Gulf Coast hub is targeting over 1.8 million metric tons annually. This isn't just for Texas. It's about creating a clean fuel source for heavy industry, long-haul trucking, and global shipping, sectors that are notoriously hard to decarbonize. Companies are even using Texas's unique geology, like the vast underground salt domes, for large-scale hydrogen storage. One air-liquide facility already holds 4.5 billion cubic feet of hydrogen, positioning Texas not just as a producer, but as a global distribution hub for the fuel of the future. But Texas isn't stopping there. In the town of Seadrift, another groundbreaking project is underway that challenges all the old rules of industrial power. Dow, one of the world's largest chemical manufacturers, is partnering with X-Energy to build North America's first grid-scale advanced nuclear reactor at an industrial site. Instead of relying on fossil fuels, this plant will be powered by 4 advanced small modular reactors, or SMRs. These reactors, from the Z100 series, are designed to be safer, more efficient, and smaller than conventional nuclear plants. Once it's up and running, the project will supply Dow's 4,700 acre facility with clean, reliable, carbon-free power and steam. This is expected to slash the site's emissions by an estimated 440,000 metric tons of CO2 each year. Dow and X-Energy submitted their construction permit application to the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission in early 2025. A critical step for a project that could begin construction later this decade. Supported by the U.S. Department of Energy, this venture is a real-world test for decarbonizing heavy industry, proving that next-generation nuclear power can be plugged in right where it's needed most. From rewriting America's tech supply chain to pioneering a new era of clean industrial power, the sheer ambition in Texas is undeniable. If you find this glimpse into the future of American industry fascinating, take a moment to subscribe and join us as we continue to explore the megaprojects that are changing our world. All the advanced factories and revolutionary power plants in the world are useless if you can't move people and products efficiently. Texas is growing at an explosive rate, and its infrastructure is feeling the strain. That's why the state is pouring tens of billions into a complete overhaul of its transportation bones. The Texas Department of Transportation has laid out a 10-year unified transportation program plan whose total investment value recently hit a record of over $146 billion for construction, maintenance, and development. One of the most dramatic examples of this transformation is rising over the Corpus Christi ship channel. The new harbor bridge is an absolute engineering marvel. Once complete, it will be the longest cable-stayed bridge in the United States, with towers soaring 538 feet into the sky, making it the tallest structure in South Texas. This isn't just an upgrade. It's a strategic necessity. The new bridge will have a clearance of 205 feet, allowing the world's largest cargo ships to access the port of Corpus Christi, one of the nation's busiest energy export hubs. It has been a monumental undertaking. After the initial designs were scrapped due to safety concerns, a new engineering team was brought in, causing delays, but ensuring the bridge would be built to last. With a price tag of around $1.2 billion and a design life of 170 years, the bridge is a long-term investment in the future of American commerce. After years of construction, the iconic main span was finally connected in January 2025, and the bridge officially opened to southbound traffic in June 2025, a transformative moment for the region. But the investment goes far beyond just one iconic bridge. In the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, the $1.6 billion Southeast Connector project is untangling a notorious bottleneck where multiple major highways merge, aiming to improve safety and daily commutes for millions. Across the state, billions are being funneled into vital corridors, especially in the energy-producing Permian Basin, to support the industrial boom. The state's latest transportation plan continues a strategy from recent years, allocating funds for congestion relief and dedicating around $17.3 billion to safety improvements. This is the essential groundwork that makes all the high-tech growth possible, ensuring that as Texas builds for the future, it has the arteries to support its new economic heart. When you add it all up, the multi-billion-dollar chip fabs rising from the plains, the revolutionary hydrogen and nuclear plants powering industry, and the colossal bridges and highways connecting it all, a clear picture emerges. Texas isn't just hoping for a prosperous future. It's actively building it with steel, concrete, and silicon. This is a blueprint for economic dominance, funded by well over $100 billion. It's a strategic and diversified wager that aims to secure the state's position as a global leader in technology, energy, and logistics for decades to come. These projects are more than just line items on a budget. They are a declaration that the future of American innovation and industry is being forged right here. The construction sites humming across the state today are the foundations of tomorrow's economy. But what do you think? Which of these techs and megaprojects will have the biggest impact on America's future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.